Here we are again at the Stay Hotel. You got the game here, and do you mind if we get you to play a little story with us?
Sure. What do I do?
Just put your finger down, and we'll give you a story subject.
Okay.
What'd you get?
I got my first stalker.
Okay. As a model, I guess you've had a couple of those. What was your first one like?
Okay, my first stalker was this guy. He was like a guy that I went to school with. And at school, you know, everybody has a Facebook. And you put your pictures up on Facebook. Well, this guy decided to, you know, take my pictures off of Facebook and start his own little album that said, my favorite person. And apparently, I was his favorite person. So, on our campus, it's really large. You can walk around and everything. And
Where was this?
This is at Berkeley University.
Okay.
So when we would have like little events like Hump Day, which is what the sororities and stuff do when they stroll and things, he would be right there standing, looking at me. So I thought it was like, okay, well, you know, this is cute. Maybe he likes me. You know, this is the cool thing. And then when he approached me to go out, I said I wasn't interested, you know. So the next time we had like a little event was a little party for our sorority. And I had took some more pictures with another photographer and put like one picture up. Only always put up one. And again, this guy was, you know, he had my picture up. So I didn't understand what was going on. And the next time I saw him at our own party, he was just like standing in the corner staring at me. And it was like so freaky. So every now and then when I put a picture up, everywhere I was going, he would be there. And it would just be so scary until I asked him like, what's going on? Like, dude, are you really stalking me? And he was just like, I'm just infatuated with you. And I was like, are you serious? He was really serious that he was infatuated with me. So I was like, well, that's kind of freaky. Can you not show up to the different places that I'm at? And he was like, whatever. So the next thing was I had this fashion show all the way in Houston. Now, mind you, our school is an hour and 45 minutes away from Houston.
Mm-hmm.
The guy showed up in downtown at my fashion show, and he was just staring. This time, he brought a camera, and he was like pretending like he was videotaping everything. But when I got one of my friends to look at the videotape, I was like, well, what was it of? And he was like, it was on you the whole entire time. It was just different shots and different photos of you. So I got really nervous, really scary. And, you know, I asked him, I had already knew his information. I went to the police department in Purview and filed a complaint. And they was like, wow, this guy was known for stalking women at school. And it just so happened that other women had all decided to file different complaints, but they didn't know the name of the guy. And I actually stopped and got to know the name of the guy. And it turned out that he had already stalked 3 girls before me. Isn't that crazy?
But you were the hottest.
Huh?
But that is crazy.
No, this is serious.
That's awesome.
And they called him, like, he would, and how he stalked the girls at school was, he would be staring in their windows, like.
Oh no, he's a peeping Tom.
He was a peeping Tom. But see, I didn't live on campus, so he couldn't stare in my window. He would just stop wherever I was. But he was staring in their windows, and they didn't even know it until, you know, sometimes they felt like somebody was watching them. And one of my friends, I ended up going to go stay over at her house, and the guy, she had said the guy had been lurking around her 3rd floor for a long time, and she thought maybe he lived on the 3rd floor with her too, because our apartments are like, here's a girl's apartment door, and then your next door neighbors could be a guy, set of guys. Mm-hmm. And so she thought that he was, you know, the next door neighbor with a set of guys. Until one night when she felt like somebody was watching her, she looked out the window and it was him. And then she screamed and he took off running. And I told her about the situation about me having a stalker. And I told her who it was. And then she saw the person. I showed her the person and what he looked like on Facebook. And she was like, oh my God, that's my peeping Tom.
No way.
And they got to file, we all filed like a lot of complaints on him.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got him?
Yeah, we got him because it turns out the guy he had done it before. He had been warned. And our police department was whatever about it until, you know, a lot of girls complained and then they finally kicked him out of school. So that was my first stalker incident as a model and as a student.
How many years ago was that?
This was about let's see, I graduated in 2007, and it's before I had my son, which is it's after I had my son in 2005. So 2006 was the year that it happened. Because it was right the year after it was the year before we was about to graduate.
Okay. And so you had your baby and you were still stalking you?
I had my son, but my son would be at the daycare.
Okay.
During the time that I was in school, whatever. So the time that he was stalking me, my son was nowhere around. And like I said, I lived off campus, so he had no idea where I stayed. At least I hope he didn't.
And so he just tracked you through your MySpace stuff?
He tracked me through my Facebook, so that's why I tell girls that they need to be really careful about what they put up on Facebook, because people are really watching you. And some people do really want to be you and act like you. I had a friend who was my sorority sister, and she put up a picture on her MySpace, and we were like searching through MySpace, and one of my other sorority sisters saw that this girl had cropped her face out and put my friend's face on her body. Now you can tell the picture wasn't even her, but she was like going around saying, "Hi, my name is Tasha." And the other pictures that was on there of the girl didn't even match the one she had cropped of Tasha out. So my friend Tasha put on her Facebook, if on her MySpace, if you see this person, this is not me. She's using my face and stuff like that. And finally, the girl took it down because after so many of us, like our sororities are large, after so many of us put tags on her page saying, "This is not you, this is not you, you need to take it down or we're going to get you," she finally took it down.
Did you? Mm-hmm. So tell us about your job today. What did you do today?
Today, I went to the Renaissance Hotel and I modeled for Javon Shea, Face of Glamour. There was a total of 10 girls. My number was number 8. So we had an actual competition where the first part was they gave you this sheet of paper and you had to answer 2 questions that was on there. You had 3 minutes to answer it on a paragraph. And then the next part was you had to take a photo shoot. My photo shoot was slamming and it went very well. And then the third part was you had to do an interview with...
Who did your makeup? I'm sorry, third part?
Who did my makeup? Actually, this guy from MAC did my makeup. He was from Virginia. He's a hairstylist and a makeup artist. I can't remember his name, but I have his comp card in my upstairs. But he did a really good job. He taped my face, like he put actual clear tape all across my face to get the fine lines, and then he put my foundation and stuff on. Okay. So, and my outfit was the same color as this. My outfit was gold, red, black, and white. So the makeup really accented it. And after we did our interview individually, we did a runway walk. After we did the runway walk,
you're going to give us a demonstration again?
Yes, I can.
You can give us a demonstration?
I can give you a demonstration of my runway walk.
It probably won't look the same as when she was all dialed up after work.
Are you ready?
Okay, no, just wait. I'm going to stop it.